walking around every day playing games and paying scores. Trying to make other people lose their mind. Well, be careful you don't lose yours. Yeah, think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah.
I was sitting in my backyard today and, I wasn't really thinking about anything, just kind of enjoying the weather. And all of a sudden, my attention was drawn to the sounds, like the sounds of the world, the traffic, the sirens, the helicopter, like those type of noises. Actually, I was thinking about something, and what I was thinking about was how people say that they heard an audible voice, but when actuality, all they heard was a thought, and it's not something audible, it's a thought, and it's almost as if you're imagining, like say you're imagining a fire truck. If you imagine a fire truck, you don't hear the sound of the fire truck, but you imagine the sound. And that's what I was thinking about, and it's almost like the noise of the earth got louder and louder and louder while I was thinking about that, and it caught my attention, and I immediately thought chaos. I thought about chaos in the world and how we're in the end times, and it's so much noise. It's so much information out there. So many things that grab our attention and become distractions. It's so much noise. And it was getting louder and louder. And I could hear the cars and the horns and the police. I don't know if it's an accident over there or what is going on, but I can hear the airplanes. But it really made me think about what they have programmed this world to be like. And all of the information in the world that has been given to us to distract us from the truth, it's overwhelming. When you start to realize and dig a little deeper and find out all of the things that we've been lied to about, it will tear your heart out of your chest. It's very disturbing, and they've made everything about getting out of the house, finding something to do. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody and they were like, I need to find me something to do? Why? Why are we like that? Why do we always want so much noise in our minds? And I paused purposely for, a longer period of time than I would normally pause in a conversation so that you can have time to ponder on that thought. Why do we always need so much noise in our minds? Why do we need to go and come and go and come constantly? Why do we need to entertain our minds all the time? What are we running from? This is not by coincidence, and it is not by accident. These are the programs that were strategically placed in our lives. I was watching a movie, and in the movie, the little girl asked her parents, it was a movie about, in today's time. And she asked her parents something about reruns, and she was like, what was that? They used to do on the television that, she was trying to kind of like mocking it. And her mom said reruns, and she was like, now why did they do that again? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Programming. Everything that you saw on television as a child is what you think is accurate and how life is supposed to go. That was your programming to, like your map for the world. Now, if you didn't grow up watching TV, then your surroundings were that was your programming. But most people, especially urban people, poverty, people in poverty, the captives, the people being oppressed, The people that just want to escape from the oppression, the thoughts of the bills, the thoughts of having to go to work, they just want to escape from that. So what do? They tell the children to go watch TV. So most children were raised on television. That gave us the image of relationships. That gave us the image of where we wanted to live, how we wanted to live, what type of home we wanted to live in. That gave us images, when in actuality, we are creators. So ask yourself, why, if this is you, if you find yourself always needing to be entertained, stop for a moment and ask yourself, why? What am I running from? What is it that I don't want to think about? Some of your best ideas happen in moments of clarity, moments of silence, when nothing is going on, when you can just stop and listen to the earth, listen to the sounds of nature, listen to nothing but your own thoughts, hours away from home, thinking about whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, whatever it is that you're doing, working, playing, partying, riding, whatever it is that you're doing. In those hours, 12 hours a day on a job, you missed the opportunity to come up with $1 million idea because you were stressed about something at work. These are the things that I think about. Like, when you're at work, this is why they don't want you focusing on anything outside of that building. Could you get back to work, please? What are y'all talking about? Or whatever. Not everybody was like that, but in most jobs, it's like that. Some places you can't even have your cell phone on the workroom floor. You can't have any contact with the outside world besides the work phone or the computer. And they monitor what you're looking up. This is strategic. I keep telling y'all, this is a war of the mind. This is a war against your mind. They don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to think about anything but the chaos, the noise. Because in your moments of silence, in your moments of clarity, in your moments where you don't have any of that on your mind, that $1 million idea is there. And it's going to put them out of business. I like to think of the mind as like the internet. And to be honest, and this is just my thought, the internet was created to mimic thoughts. It's an unlimited amount or unlimited source of information. What the enemy creates to destroy us, if you are righteous and use it for good, it will benefit you. Okay? That is how your thoughts are as well. So, you know how they say that the devil creates things to mimic God. Like everything God has, the devil has a counterfeit of it. Okay? Y'all better get... y'all know y'all better be catching what I'm throwing, okay? So, think about your mind. A pure thought is an invention. A pure thought is what they fear. That is what they fear. If you think about it, from the moment you walk into the workplace, a lot of times it's negative. I know for a fact a lot of people that I've had conversations with about the workplace, they always say how some people say, I gotta pray up before I go to work. What? Yes. Some people say it's like as soon as they hit the parking lot, it's a negative emotion they feel. Listen, this is strategic. I'm starting to think that they hire certain people that have um, a certain way of being unrighteous that they fit the job. It causes you to think about unnecessary negative things all day. You don't have room for a pure thought. And if you are giving away all your time every single day, and I'm not telling anybody to stop working, I'm not telling anybody that they shouldn't have a job, okay? Let's use some logic. You do what's best for your situation and your family, okay? What I'm saying is, if you persecuted in one place, then leave. For real. So, like I said, you'll find yourself looking for things to do. You'll find yourself thinking, basically searching for those creative thoughts. The more you dive deep into the rat race and become dependent on it, that is all you're going to think about. It's designed to be that way. Why do you think we live in a world where we have to pay to enjoy the earth? We are the most dominant creatures on the earth, and yet we are the only creatures on earth that have to pay to be here. Do that make sense? No, it don't. Not to me, anyway. Not to me. And the whole point of that is so that people can get paid for their ideas. Now, do I agree that people should be compensated for their pure thoughts? Yes. But to what extent? The life of another person? That's when it becomes unrighteous. Okay? So, don't find yourself searching for pure thoughts. Don't find yourself searching like you're the internet when you are the creation. You are the creators of the earth. You are the original. You're not the counterfeit. So why are you searching for thought? You're searching for it because you lost it and found something else. Yeah, that's a horrible place to be. We've all, I ain't gonna say everybody in the world's been there, but probably everybody, majority, has been there where we're searching for that thought, searching for that thing to do to get out of the rat race. When it's really supposed to just come to you naturally. But all your life, you have been programmed to wake up and think about something else that has nothing to do with nothing real. Then that's what you do. That's what you've been programmed to do. That's what the system was created for. The school system was created to get you into the work system, the rat race. It's all a program. And all I'm saying is, don't let it dictate or guide your every move.